She was a lowly dancer scraping by at the bottom of society, forced to wear a smiling mask each night to please strangers. He was the only son of one of Russia's wealthiest tycoons, living in a mansion that looked like something out of a royal fantasy, with a garage full of limited edition supercars. What started as a simple arrangement between a performer and her client took a dramatic turn the moment she stepped through the gates of his estate, sparking a relationship as wild and unpredictable as a roller coaster ride. Honora was just one of many dancers in Brooklyn, but thanks to her striking looks and knockout body, she reigned supreme at her club. Still, beneath the glamour, she lived in a run-down, tiny apartment far from downtown, falling asleep each night to the deafening roar of the subway. One evening, a guest from Moscow walked into the club. Because she spoke a little Russian, Honora was called over by her manager to keep him company. That's when she met Ivan for the first time. One look into his deep, mesmerizing eyes, and the woman who thought she'd seen it all was instantly captivated. Breaking her own rule, she gave him her personal number. The very next morning, Ivan texted, inviting her over to his place. Based on his generous spending the night before, Honora assumed he was just another spoiled rich kid with some pocket change. She never expected him to live alone in a beachfront mansion worth tens of millions. Once inside, Honora was blown away. Every piece of furniture was a work of art. The bedroom had an entire wall of floor-to-ceiling glass facing a breathtaking ocean view. But before she had a chance to fully take it all in, Ivan made his intentions clear. And Honora, professional as always, did what she was there to do. It wasn't until afterward, while they were chatting, that she learned the truth. Ivan's father was a legendary figure in Russian business circles, and Ivan himself had no real job. His days were filled with leisure, fine dining, luxury, and zero responsibilities. After that first visit, Ivan began regularly inviting Honora over, paying her generously each time, but their relationship stayed strictly transactional, client and dancer, nothing more. Then, one day, as Honora was getting ready to rush back to work at the club, Ivan stopped her and said something that made her heart skip a beat.
Может быть, ты хочешь быть эксклюзивно со мной?
Like, how exclusive?
No, I don't know. We can hang out with my boys. Короче, будь моей девушкой просто на неделю.
He offered her $10,000 a week to stay with him. Honora didn't say it out loud, but deep down she knew. Even if he hadn't offered a dime, she would have gladly stayed. She went back to the club, requested a week off, packed a small bag, and moved into Ivan's mansion. Just like that, the two of them were wrapped up in a whirlwind romance, inseparable like teenage lovers. Ivan even proudly introduced her to his friends. For 7 days, Honora lived the high life. Every day was a blur of parties, exotic cars, and jet-set getaways. They'd hop on a private plane on a whim. Bored in New York? No problem. Off to Las Vegas for an all-night adventure. It was a dream Honora never even dared to imagine. But 7 days flew by in a blink. Ivan didn't want it to end either, but his parents insisted he return home to take over the family business. It seemed like the fairy tale was coming to an abrupt end, their lives set to drift apart. Yet fate had other plans, and quietly began weaving their paths back together.